Week 3 of the NFL season gave us the celebrity couple we didn't know we wanted. Also, the birth of a super team and some very profitable tips from our tiny sports betting expert.
It was so much fun. We're going to do it again. John is here with the latest installment of Child's Play.
That's right. We had a great week last week, guys. We went 3-0 in our picks. We're now 5-1 on the season. The only loss coming in that Rams game where Sean McVay curiously kicked a field goal down 10 with time expiring. With the spread being 7. He swears he didn't know what the spread was. My 4-year-old daughter is very angry that her perfect record has been marred by that. But anyway, guys, if we keep this up, my daughter may actually have a college fund. Let's go. Game 1, Raiders and the Chargers. Last week was technically the Raiders home opener, but people who were at the game said it was about 70-30 Steelers fans inside Allegiant Stadium. And those Yinzers saw the Steelers beat the Raiders in that game. Now the Raiders, though, will finally get a true home game with a stadium full of their fans rooting them on. That stadium just happens to be in L.A.
Wow.
Angelinos care less about the Chargers than your boss cares about your mental health. Maybe they should have a pizza party. That might help.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's funny and sad at the same time.
That's why it's so funny.
Meanwhile, the Bolts are coming off their first win of the season, which raises the question, if a team beats the Vikings on the road and nobody in Pacoima cares, did it really happen?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody in the Palisades cares. Anywhere, nobody cares in Southern California. What did happen, though, is the Chargers won despite going for it on 4th and 1 from their own 24 late in the game. Everybody calls Brandon Staley the worst coach in football. I'm starting to feel bad for him. He has been the odds-on favorite to be the first coach fired almost the entire year. Now imagine coming into work every day hearing everybody talk about how you're the worst in the world at your job. That you complain too much about the news scripts. That the producers don't like you. They think you're a jerk. And that you put on a little bit of weight.
Whoa. Are you talking about the coach?
Anyway, the Chargers are favored by 5.5. Here's the Child's Play.
Okay. Chargers and the Raiders. Which one do you like? The Chargers.
He likes Daddy's team.
Tell you what. I'm not sure the Chargers should be favored by 5.5 over anyone, but who might argue with her? She's 5-1 on the year.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, I can't argue with her. She wins every time. Game 2, Niners hosting Arizona. A lot of people thought the Cardinals would be tanking this year to get the #1 draft pick, but they've looked pretty solid so far.
They were great last week.
They were 12.5-point underdogs last week against the Cowboys, but won the game outright. Quarterback Josh Dobbs had played for 5 different franchises in 6 years before coming to the Cardinals weeks before the season started. Now, I'm not saying the Cardinals didn't have big plans for him, but he had precisely 0 wins as a starter before this game. And then there's this. Dobbs posted a TikTok this week showing him trying to buy his own jersey in the Cardinals team store, except they don't have it.
Oh, no.
Not because it's sold out. They literally never stocked it in the store.
Oh, wow.
He's the starting quarterback. Now, we should say the Cardinals did post an update with letting fans know that Dobbs' jersey is now available, and only after he had to shame them.
That is not okay.
Free Dobby.
But Dobbs has a tough task this week, guys. The Niners have a tough defense, like the Cowboys, who the Cards beat. But unlike the Cowboys, they can actually score.
Yep.
That's why San Francisco is favored by 14 at home. Here's the Child's Play.
49ers and the Cardinals. Which one do you like?
Hand.
You like the hand?
Ooh. All right. Now listen, she's not saying... She's not saying the Cardinals are going to win. She's just saying they're going to lose by less than 14. So, you know, got that going for us.
Right, don't boo the baby.
Yeah, exactly. Don't boo the baby. She doesn't care. Final game, Chiefs at the Jets. Now, we already know the Chiefs are going to win. The only question really is how much are they going to win by, and is Taylor Swift going to be there?
Oh my gosh.
You know what, guys? I'm calling it. This is an emergency tailor-made news
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness.
My goodness.
Guys, since the beginning of the Eras Tour back in March, we have had 85 Taylor Swift news items on CBS 13 and Good Day Sacramento. By the way, when I did my last tailor-made news 2 months ago, it was 49. So we've actually picked up the pace. Anyway, as you probably know, she was the star of last week's game at Arrowhead, where she was cheering on her new boyfriend / possible marketing stunt partner, Travis Kelce. I'm starting to think it's real, though. Those TMZ photos of them canoodling at the after party makes me think, though.
I believe in love.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, guys. This game is being played in East Rutherford, New Jersey, a scant 10 miles from Manhattan, where, according to the Sporting News, Tay-Tay owns a place where she lives. But here is something to think about, Travis Kelce. Zach Wilson's going to be there at the game. He's only 24. She's 30-something, which technically means she's an older woman. And if you believe what you've read about Zach Wilson, I'm just saying, think it through, Trav. You never know. I don't want to see an awkward video of her walking out with Zach Wilson.
Wow.
Speaking of, though, I just hope she is there so they do get a second crack at leaving the game together, because the first video of them leaving was a bit awkward. I've seen perp walks with more chemistry than this.
I honestly don't see the problem. I really don't. It's like 6 seconds. He's like, why are y'all in my business?
Also, I'm hoping he won't be dressed like a paper cup from the 90s.
So stupid. You are so.
The Chiefs are favored by 9.5. Here's the Child's Play.
Ooh. Okay. Chiefs, Jets. Who do you like? The Chiefs. Ooh, spooky.
Got to put the hand in the camera every time. Guys, we're calling that one Taylor Swift story? Okay.
You gotta
update the tote board here.
Let's go to the tote.
I'd also like to point out we did that Chiefs Jet story with not a single frame of football video.
So ridiculous.
All right, so to recap, guys, we're taking the Chargers giving up 5.5, Arizona getting 14, and KC giving up 9.5. And that is the Child's Play with a little bit of tailor-made news mixed in.
Oh, look at you. Yeah. A little sprinkle at you.
It's a mashup.
I'll call my bookie in the break.
Yeah.